right, everybody, how you doing? We back with this part 2 segment. We're trying to address this FBA, and we always explaining the folks for why. I have no clue why we always gotta tap dance for the lap dance, doing a thing for some dat man. Here we go.
Now, let me ask you, Vlad, what gave you such a negative disposition about what foundational Black Americans?
Oh, I know why. 'Cause it's us and not them. We can't never have nothing for our own. It's always the same old 66. Like Motley say, same old 66. Man, roll that footage.
I don't think it was a negative, approach to it. It was
I don't believe it.
just an approach of unity.
Mm-hmm.
As
There we
opposed to
go.
separation.
Unity. We delineating from all others. Why you bringing in unity? That ain't got nothing to do with what we saying. Roll it.
And I just felt like as someone who has, half Black kids myself,
Mm-hmm.
I got half Black kids myself. So, that mean you invited to the picnic? Does that give you the right to speak on what we talking about? Now, if this pertaining to your half Black kids, well then you made that choice. I would never understand why people know what place this is, but yet they still choose to swirl a barrel. You know what's gonna happen. Like Master Bob said, y'all just want that one drop. Y'all just want to be the part of the real McCoy. Now, you know what the real McCoy is. Do you even know where the real McCoy saying come from? I will give you a breakdown history, but I ain't got time. You do your own research. The real McCoy. That mean the real booty bop.
I want them to embrace everybody, and I want everyone to embrace them.
Right.
And I felt that in this...
Wait a minute. I want everybody to embrace my kids, and I want them to embrace everybody. How you saying that in this climate? In the United States, home of the race. Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
particular situation, I was seeing kind of fault on both sides. I wasn't saying, oh, this group is wrong and this group is right. I just felt like a division with two people who, from the outside looking in America, look the same.
Wait a minute. You look the same. What about all them other Italians and the French and all these, the Irish people? All y'all the same, but y'all say y'all not. Them yous. Come on, man. Why it always gotta be with us that we one big monolith, one big chocolate Mr. Goodball? We not. Even the phenotype different. People here, well, y'all, it ain't up to you. We know our own. I can look at you and tell you if you from the bush. Come on, man. It's like them Australia. Them Aborigine people, they all look alike. They even they men and women look alike. Women, men, the dog, all Australia look alike. They all look like same cousins. They all look like sisters and brothers and mamas. They don't differ. The mama look like the uncle look like the neighbor look like the dog. They got one phenotype across the whole genetics. Come on, man. That's some bullshit.
To people, to white people, and to the police and so forth, to people who actually have negative intentions. Certain people have negative intentions towards them.
Well, you know what? I wish somebody say, all y'all white people the same. What that mean?
And I just felt like when I heard about the whole, the boy...
Oh, I'm not white. I'm Italian. Oh, I'm not white. I'm Jewish. I'm you. Crank that so you.
boycotting of the African hair shops,
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I don't know. It just didn't sit right on me.
Yeah,
And maybe because I didn't understand the whole thing.
Right,
So
and that was basically one person on TikTok.
Like he's so uncommon. It just sit right with me when the African hair shop say that. What you gotta do? When the last time you been in the African shop? When the last time you been in a black collective hood? Come on, man. That's some
Yeah, but it went very viral.
It did go viral.
It did go viral.
And you know why it went viral? It went viral because a lot of African and Caribbeans, they started using that as an excuse to attack Black Americans.
Facts. You can go on TikTok right now. First of all, we all know they got troll farms. It's only certain people fool with certain people for no reason but money. Now, none of this battling or diaspora, none of this was going on before COVID. Where does all this come from? To be honest with you, the people that they call FBA, Foundation of Black America, we don't care about nobody else. It may seem cynical. It may seem diabolical, but it's just true. That's what happens when you have a people that just so in love with themselves, so minding their own business. We don't give a damn about nobody else. Not like that. Am I worried about you? They's worried about how to keep their bills paid, how to keep their children fed. Ain't nobody worried about nobody else like that. We ain't got time to worry about nobody else like that. That's some bullshit.
So they made thousands of videos like, oh, the Black Americans ain't shit to these niggas. It was a whole bunch of that. That made it go viral. So yeah.
So it was going back and forth.
It was going back and forth. But it started up with one person talking about doing a boycott. And then that was the excuse for everybody to just kind of dogpile on the situation and blow it up even more. All right. So Vlad, you mentioned your children,
yes,
babies, and part of their lineage, do they come from, is that lineage part of an immigrant background?
How much you want to bet before I let this video roll? He gonna try to act like his wife indigenous. Watch he stumble. She probably Caribbean. Cause honestly, I don't think no real FBA woman checking for Vlad, man. Not fat bastard lookalike. Come on, man. That nigga look like his skin so flaky and dry. He look like he got, man.
I don't think so. I believe it's mostly Black American background.
Okay.
Yeah.
Southern Black American?
Yeah, he's Black America.
Believe so.
Oh, he believe. Now you don't know what the hell your white people. What, you ain't went to the barbecue? You don't go to family reunions? Oh, you just, you just married your wife and say, damn the family. I don't want to see them. I don't need to know them. I just want to pick you up and take you out that blackness and bring you over here. I don't need to know nothing about the family. What you talking about lineage, dog? You don't even know what it was for. You ain't sat down and talked to her family? Or did you buy her? Cause you know the man from overseas, when you come here, the man gotta pay the daddy to be with the daughter. Short story. I know one of my peoples that he was with an African woman, and they been waiting for that dude to pay forever for the daughter, and he ain't put a dime, and he wasn't about to pay for her. Was you cattle? Man, get up, that's some bullshit.
You believe so?
I believe so.
You would know.
I believe so. Well, I think it's mostly, it depends on how far back you go.
Nah, here we go. It depends on how far back you go. So, he ain't never been with her family. She probably a runaway. She probably a sex traffic. How you gonna marry somebody and don't know jack shit about their background? Well, who her mom and daddy is? Who her people is? Who her family? You a dude? You ain't talk to her daddy and chop it up? Yo, man. What's up, nigga? Where y'all? What's going on? So ain't nobody told you nothing about them people. You just find the first black thing smoking and jump on it because you like black booty. Okay, some bullshit.
I think it's mostly East Coast, like New York
East
and so
Coast.
forth, but,
New York, East Coast, they had all the tethers, all the immigrants up there. Now, if you would say, oh, yeah, she from Mississippi. Oh, yeah, she from Louisiana. By default, it's like, okay, well, he married a real grassroots FBA chick. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got to check. She could, okay. If my mom and daddy came over here and she an anchor baby. Come on, man. That's too early. If you been here one generation, that don't mean you foundational. Come on. You know better than that. He's still trying to fit in. He trying to fit in. Oh, yeah, I got FBA wife. Just stop it. Roll it.
So depending on how black how back you go,
What kind of Freudian slip is that?
You've always seen kind of the immigration, the movement from the southern states into the northern
right,
states.
Right, yeah, they were.
So I know, because I know I think they do have some relatives like in Florida and stuff like that.
Oh, Florida, come on. That's the main immigration hub. Well, and they always say the same thing. Oh, well, they come from Florida or the East Coast or somewhere where it's a known hub for immigrants to plop their ass up in these and act like they're from here. Roll it.
So
is it possible that somebody they got Caribbean ancestry? Yep. Is it possible?
I don't.
Because you would know.
Not that I specifically know.
Okay.
No.
But no, they haven't done DNA tests and so forth.
Now it gotta be DNA. That means you know she ain't FBA. Oh, well, we gotta do DNA. So I don't know if my black chick black, but if we do DNA and if she do the DNA, that shit gonna say Nigeria, Africa. Why don't you go and do a DNA test and see where your people come from? Since you're always trying to say we from Africa anyway. Roll it.
You don't even have to do DNA tests. You never been to a family reunion?
Facts.
No. Okay, it's possible there's some kind of immigrant background.
It is. It ain't no shadow of a dang on doubt. He got an immigrant woman. Yeah, he probably mad up. What do you call them, brides? Mail order bride? Man, please. Roll it.
Possibly. Yeah.
It's possible.
And I'm an immigrant myself.
Yes, you are. Yeah. Yes, you are.
No, he heard 2 immigrants. Y'all make you okay then. 2 immigrants equal immigrant.
And that's the thing. What makes a foundational Black American is that we don't have immigrant lineage. That's the thing. That's what makes you a foundation. It's not a group. It's not an organization.
Let me tell you something. Don't you think if any people here, FBA that is, indigenous that is, had family members that was an immigrant or African slave, do you know how important that is? Do you know how important that is to tell your family member, well, Uncle Leroy, well, we came from with the boat and they whipped our backs and ain't nobody got a story like that. At least not in mine. And you're gonna have a lot of people that don't have no story like that. That's too pivotal not to tell your people that you was once upon a time from some other well across the vine. Man, y'all need to stop that bull, man. Y'all need to stop trying to trigger and race bait people and disrespect people. My grandmother wore feathers. Come on, man. Both of them, on both sides. Eva, Aurelia, man, stop. Stop it, man. That's too important. How about, y'all don't know where y'all from? Maybe at family reunion, don't you think somebody would have sat down and actually told their loved ones what's the real deal? But you ain't got no stories like that. Even if they did marry an African, well, every indigenous person ain't slept with no damn African. You only had about 10,000 Africans that actually made it to the Americas. Y'all got dropped off to Jamaica and Haiti. That's why I always say, welcome to home. No, they just dropped you off first. And then the ones that did make it to me, half of them died off. It was maybe, I'll say maybe about 50,000. If that. Because ain't nobody keeping track like them people just alive in the world today. But at the same time, what did y'all do? They came them people over here. You came into somebody's family already that was here. Just because somebody came into your family and married you, that don't make you them other people. You merge into our family, not the other way around. That's why we still on this land. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And I'm with a whole bunch of bull-faced lies. Roll it.
It's not something that you join. It's acknowledging the people who are literally the foundation of this nation. Me, on both sides of my family, I have no immigrants in my family. My mother and father both lineages come from the South.
Me either.
From the beginning of this country. I can trace my lineage to the mid-1700s on paper, and it goes deeper than that. So that's what we talk about when we mean foundational Black American. We're just acknowledging our lineage and the importance and significance of it in this country, because we are a very unique ethnic group. That doesn't mean that we're better or worse than anybody. We are a unique ethnic group with a very unique history here.
Sing it, brother.
And we want people to give that the same respect that we give other people.
R-E-S-P-C-T, damn it. Find out what the shit means.
There's the thing, Vlad, where people want to make us generic Africans.
Yeah, he do too. We all African. Man, I done been in Africa from the military. Ain't no damn way none of my people look nothing like these folks. Nothing.
The term African American is a misnomer. That was a term that got popularized in 1988 by
Facts. Jesse Jackson brought the term African American. If that was the case, why it ain't on your mom and them and your grandmother's birth certificate if we been African American? Why you gotta change the name so many times? Cause they ain't what them people are. Nobody fought back on that. If we been African, why didn't they start off calling us Africa from jump? Come on, make it make sense. Make that make sense, like Bobby said. Let's get real with this shit. Roll it.
Jesse Jackson, the Congressional Black Caucus, and the Democrats. No, we as a group, we never called ourselves African American.
You know what? Why don't y'all figure out what them people names is on them treaties y'all did? You want to uncover something, and you already know anyway. You just want to play with people. Let's go knock at that Vatican door, because y'all got all the papers, all the hog maul. Y'all got everything. You been writing down shit since you got here. EST, 1492, y'all been tearing shit down. Y'all got all the damn right. You know who's who. Stop playing with people. And that's what I want people to do. Y'all getting all these things ratted up and all this stuff. Why ain't nobody sitting there knocking on the Vatican door knowing they got all the goddamn documentations? I don't see nobody trying to do that. Why? Y'all really want to uncover who's who? Why? Because they're going to cover something else? And now y'all sitting there mad because Trump talks about that birthright. Knowing damn well that's affecting a lot of y'all other people too. Why? Because you have to go your ass back home? Roll it.
And I think the term African American was in a book in the 1700s by a black preacher. I forgot what the
Matter of fact, roll it.
Guy's name, but that was the only time we would see that term during slavery. That was a term that we generally didn't use. Really, it didn't get popular until the late 80s. And the term was given to us, and that term was given to us to make us comparable to immigrants. It was to say that we're just like an Italian American. We're just like a Mexican American.
Oh, yeah. Italian American. Yeah, roll it.
So that was to basically almost sanitize our unique history here. And that worked against us. The term African American is a misnomer. Elon Musk is an African American.
Right. You know? South African American.
Yeah.
Now, look here. South Africa. It don't matter, fool. Still from the continent of Africa. Still always trying to split hair. He just got to throw in that goddamn monkey in the ranch, huh? Elon Musk is an African American. South, north, east, west. It don't give a damn what part. It's from the continent, clown. Oh, goofy ass.
Yeah, but African American still.
Correct.
There's a lot of
Now look, you say still correct. Why the fuck you threw that shit in, goofy ass?
people from places like the Sudan and other places who are African Americans. And, you know, they have a lot of vitriol towards us here. So the term African American is a misnomer.
I don't know why that dude trying to play like he's slow. Unless he really slow. I think he kind of slow. Because to have a mentality like that, that evil ass wicked shit, yeah, you slow.
So we wanted a term that was more indicative of who we were and who we are. And that's where Foundational Black American comes from.
I bet if we would have said we were a monkey clan, ain't nobody be saying shit. But you know what? Roll it.
Okay. Now, the argument is,
Mm-hmm.
well, technically, your people did come from Africa. They didn't immigrate because they wanted to. They were stolen and forced to come over here.
Again, that is, all Americans came from Africa. Man, I keep trying to tell y'all, ain't nobody got no story like that. No mom-moms, no paw-paws. Ain't nobody said, yeah, baby, let me tell you, my daddy was from Africa, and he was named Ubuntu. And then we met Umbushisha. And then we kind of hooked up, and then here come you. Man, stop. Stop with that narrative. What is this? Come on, tell. Who is this dude here?
But there was a movement from Africa into America, but that happened hundreds of years ago.
Hundreds of years ago. How is hundreds of years ago? Hell, my goddamn grandparents saw hundreds of years ago. My mama's 70-something. That's hundreds of years ago. Man, you don't get the frog out of here. Somebody need to slap the pink off this nigga lip.
So that's why you're differentiating from people who came over maybe 1 or 2 generations ago?
Right, so that's the thing. There's 2 things that happened. There was people brought over from Africa, but in smaller numbers, very small numbers.
I just said that. I just said it. Now, if Africans came here and all the so-called was light bright the way they are now, wouldn't every American be yellow? Why we black as shit? Why we red as heck? Come on, you can get these same people today and mix breed and make them breed, and that same result gonna show in today's color, in today's phenotype. That's some bullshit. Put it to the test, God.
Here, most of the people brought over from Africa didn't come to North America. Most of them were taken down to Brazil, taken to the Caribbean. I think it was less than 6% of the people brought from Africa who made it over here to North America.
Facts.
Those people who were brought over here from Africa, they were mixed in with the indigenous and black indigenous tribes here, where there were a lot of
black indigenous tribes. If you don't think so, well, why those Indians don't talk about pale face? And it ain't really Indians, because they lied too. But the point is, how you gonna say and call the strange people of the land that came here pale face, and now y'all pale face? Who are you talking to? Come on, man. It's too hot out here to be pale. Come on, man. Roll it.
people who are already here. Several archaeologists and historians and other people, they proved this. There's a white archaeologist and historian back in the 70s and 80s. His name.
You know what? They don't even read their own shit. Go back and read all them Dr. Lewis and Clark. Go back and look at David Crockett and them. Go back and look. Go back and look to see. That's why when them Africans that came over here, they brought over here, they ran and they couldn't find, because they looked just like the people here. That's because the skin was the same. A little bit. You know? You couldn't tell because the hair was the same. Come on, man. Come on, man. And if so, why we couldn't communicate with each other if we was both, everybody here was African? Get out of here. Take that trash and stuff it.
Was Alexander von Wutnow, and he wrote some books, and he was working with the Smithsonian and all of these other museums showing, the book is called Unexpected Faces in Early America, and he talks about all of these Negroid figurines and statues.
Same thing with the Olmecs. I don't see not one Mexican, so-called Mexican, today with no big lip, no woolly hair, and no broad nose. Just like Polynesian, Poly-Asian. Y'all messing with the Asiatic people now. That's why they all look alike. When they same thing as the Eskimo. Why Eskimo just look like an Asian dude? Why all these people look Asian? Come on, man. Come on now. Make no sense. Make it make sense now. Roll it.
And monuments that were here for thousands of years, proving that black-skinned Negroid-looking people were here on this land.
And if you don't believe it, Ask yourself, they dig up archaeologists all around the world, but they refuse to dig here in America and show you. What's in them Grand King? Ain't nobody crazy. The rocks that cried by Horace Butler? The people that's been down here? Show that. They don't want to tell you all that. All them cities that was built on top of cities, on top of cities, on top of cities? Come on, man. If that's so much of a fact, show us what you find when you dig in this big. And stop lying. Because you got the people lying. See, when you lie like that and you keep them lying, that's what make people don't like your ass. Stop keeping the lie going up. It ain't the lie that was told, it's the lie that they keep up. That's the problem. That's why nobody like your ass. Go, roll it.
There's a great book by a brother named Chase McGee. A young brother wrote a book with a lot of facts and receipts in it talking about the 19 white men who said they saw black people in the Americas. And he just went down the list of all of the explorers who got here and saw the natives, and they described them the same way they described African people. So there was already a black presence here. So that black presence here mixed with the Africans who were brought in, and then there was an ethnogenesis, and we became a new group, you see. So that's what the argument is, not that we don't have African DNA. Of course we have African DNA.
Now calling them the out of Africa theory. Black African too. We all African. But do Black call themselves African? Do we call ourselves European African? Man, y'all need to stop that. Y'all need to stop with all that confusion. You need to stop with all that lying, 'cause that ain't right, man. Your energy suck. That's why nobody want to be around and fool around with y'all people. Y'all, 'cause y'all some lies. Remember some lies. Roll it.
I have African DNA. Most people on the planet have African DNA, but we had an ethnogenesis the same way a Jamaican had an ethnogenesis. They don't call themselves African Jamaican.
Word.
You're Jamaican. You got a very unique history. When you see a Jamaican, their culture is unique. The food, the music,
You know,
the style.
stuff.
Haitians the same way. I was in Fiji about a year or so ago. Beautiful people, beautiful black people with afros, and they told me their origin
Let your flow blow.
story. They're like, hey, brother, you know, our origin comes from East Africa. We came from East Africa centuries ago, and they were telling me all the words that were over there that are in their vocabulary, and they were breaking this down. Fijians, they don't call themselves African Fijians, even though they acknowledge their African genesis.
Facts.
They had an ethnogenesis and became a whole different.
And then y'all gotta understand, there is different people planted on this planet in different times. See, they want y'all to make, even that Africa story, they got some pieces and gaps in that shit too. They just lying to people. They just lying. I don't know why, like Master Bob say, they want y'all to keep looking over there. Why? When them folks tell y'all look over there, you better be looking over here. When them folks say you don't touch that, you better touch over here. Whatever they say don't touch, run to it. Whatever they say, here is good, better run away from it. Facts. Roll it.
Ethnic group. Same with us. We became a new ethnic group. We had a new culture, new style, new food, culinary things. We created a whole music, everything. The thing is, we are supposed to be an exploited, undefined, generic class.
Cause we the people. Master Bob say it's gonna be over here in the West, man. The hoodie, it's over here. Not over there. It's over here. Why do you think the whole world wanna run over here? Why do you think they did what they did in the beginning? Try to take stuff and claim it. Oh, this is the land of milk and honey. This God country. What? What you talking about, Willis? Roll it.
This is what the dominant society wants from us. So we're never supposed to define ourselves. They always give labels to us. You guys are colored. You guys are Negro. You guys are people of color. You guys are minorities. You guys are African American. And that has weakened us.
Only the people that they keep changing the names are the original. They telling you in your face. How many people around the world, besides here in America, that every few generations you gotta keep changing these people's names? That's because you're trying to remove them so far from who they are and who them agreements and shit was made from. You gotta sow the seed of confusion. And it's time out for that. The story tells on itself. Who else on this planet that y'all done named 65 different times? That ought to tell you something. The proof in the pudding. The proof's in the pudding. Like Bill Cosby. J-E-L-L. You pig your pudding. It's in the pudding. Devil's in the detail. With the blue dress on. Roll it.
So now we say, you know what? We're foundational Black Americans. And that's what it is. And that kind of shook up the table. Now that's a big discussion online now.
How you mad, man? How you mad at what the people call themselves? Well, it's okay for you to call a nigga with a hard R. We had to accept that. But we can't name ourselves? Man, y'all need to stop that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually looked it up while you were talking, so you're right. 388,000 enslaved Africans were brought directly to the United States.
Okay, y'all got that number? And all them people that survived, the way them folks was hanging and beaten and sick. All them people that live, man. 300-something thousand. How many you think survived? Through all that terror. Really? So y'all think them same 300 survived till today? How do they live these days? Them people been dead. Man, you probably got 2% of that shit left. After them cool cuts, them people with that hood on, treat me like white folk. Them, they probably done killed some of them folks. They cut Toby foot off? What make you think they ain't whipped this ass to death? Come on, man. You know they done had swing low, strange fruit. And then keep all y'all. You probably had a handful of mugs that still survive. And then what else you did? You did the Tuskegee syphilis. You didn't kill a whole lot. How you know you ain't killed some of them people that was in that line? The massacres. The blowing up Wall Street, Black Wall Street. How you know that wasn't some of them people? Y'all don't know, y'all probably exterminated them motherfuckers. Who to say? At the end of the day, none was left but FBA. Who to say? At the end of the day, none was left but FBA. Man, that's some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Out of over 12 million people
Right.
who were forcibly transported across the Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it would have been more, but then a bunch of them died.
Right. Right.
The whole middle passage situation.
And then in the early
That dude goofy as shit. Yeah.
1800s, they stopped the importation of African people. They stopped it. But the population was still growing. Why? Because there was already Black people here. Already here. California, there was a whole bunch of Black people here. The Mojave Indians, the Ohlone Indians. You got paintings and pictures of them. California is named after a Black woman, by the way. Queen Califia, based on a Moorish story from Spain. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I assumed this was a Mexican.
Look, he don't even know shit going. Tony started people's business. You don't know nothing, my dude. You ain't even know that. Out of all shit. California love. You ain't even know that. But you so much into everybody. You like Black history. You all in our music and shit. Why you don't know that? You tethering and love Black culture in appropriating culture. But you don't know that? You so say so in golf. You so say married to a Black woman. You don't know nothing? Roll it.
Name just because so many of the cities, San Francisco, Los Angeles, like these are all, you know.
Yeah, but California.
Who said that was even spelled like that? Who said that's even Mexican? It ain't nothing but Spanish, you know, Mexican mean Mexican. There ain't no such thing as no damn Mexican. The Spanish came out here and slept with the niggas out here. And that created a whole mulatto that they call Mexican now. Like Paul Mooney say, you can take an African zebra and bring him to England. Does that make him an Indian zebra? Does that make him an English zebra? Cut the bullshit. Cut it out. Roll it.
California was some sort of Mexican thing.
It's based on Califia. That's an Islamic word.
Aha.
Yeah, you know.
I learned something new today.
Yeah. The Moors, they were.
You keep shutting up and listening, you're gonna learn something new every 5 seconds, you goopy ass.
Muslims who were in Spain. And they brought a lot of Moors over here when the Spanish explored.
That's because they don't want to know. They like being stupid. So they can talk stupid. Oh, goofy.
Moors came, they brought a whole bunch of Christianized Moors over here. They had to convert them to Christianity. So when we talk about Mexico, Mexico was a slave colony too. People forget about that. They were
really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Mexico? No, they just got some niggas down there that speak Spanish for no fucking reason. You goofy ass. I told this motherfucker slow. They pretend they so intelligent. They're the slowest people on the planet. Cause you know why? They still ain't figure out who the hell they are. Don't make me go back to that you wish to be with that little old boy YP. Oh, he shut that shit down. He shut it down. And plenty other scholars, mathematics, artificial human, RH, Reese's monkey shit. They had to come here to blend in. Cause they dying. They know they had to share some of this wonderful genetics. That's why they went all over the world trying to find a perfect genetic. And it was here. If so, y'all would have been took Africa. And slept with every African out that mug. That's cause y'all figure out the motherfuckers over there crazy too. That's why they still warn. How you sitting on gold and diamond and all the so-called resources over there, but you still eating rats and flies and swollen rice from salad struthers? Which one the Gold Coast? Why y'all can't get together over there? How am I? Yo, no voodoo and all kind of. Why you ain't use? Why ain't selling your old ragged ass over there? Like that boy say, sit them there eating bush meat. Why y'all still in poverty now? What's the problem with them folks over there? You know why? Cause y'all too wicked. Y'all wicked over there. And that go down to some exoteric shit. Y'all too wicked over there. That's that pig chalk shit. Roll it.
Mexico was a major slave colony.
Huh.
Yeah,
because Spain came over.
Spain came over and they had
people.
slavery in
Oh,
Spain.
yeah, of course.
Oh, now here. I do. So that Spain came over. Oh, you don't know Spain and England and France? Y'all know what y'all people do? Come on, man. See, that's that red-haired stepchild bullshit. See? That's why he feels some type of way, too. Ain't nobody want his ass either. But there ain't no stepchild from here. That's that stepchild from over there. That's that. Let me tell you something. Them people over there mix with them Arabs. That's why they all continue to have them long ass nose. Cause Arabs got them long ass nose too. Let's not get it twisted. The phenotype. People say, oh, phenotype. Bush. Phenotypes is everything. Don't let nobody lie to you. Once they didn't give you the key, now they want to take it back. No, well, the phenotype don't really matter. That's some bullshit. It does matter. And don't let nobody tell you it don't. If they do, you're a damn fool. Goofy ass. Roll it.
You speak Spanish over there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that's the native language.
Right.
Yeah, the whole hemisphere, really.
Yeah, a lot of the culture, the fandango and menudo, all of these.
See this shit? Oh, it did. Yes. Roll it.
These things come from, African culture. Even the Spanish rice. What the hell is Spanish rice? It's basically like a form of jollof.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
I like Jello better.
Yeah, but
you gotta understand. They claim it's Spanish rice. No, we just say shit. If Spanish rice is only here, why the fuck it ain't in Spain? That's because they didn't make it. They didn't invent it. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop falling for shit. They got meat everywhere. Everybody got a cow. Everybody got rice. Everybody got fish. oh, the food come from here. Bitch, no, it didn't. It's how you prepare, what you prepare, and how that meat tastes. Yeah, they got beans over there and toast. But ain't like no red bean, no white bean like over here. Y'all need to stop tripping, man. Yeah, everybody got food. But it's about the flavor, baby. It's about that melanin on your taste bud that make that bitch pop, go to weasel. Roll it.
Yeah, one of the first presidents of
Yeah, they about that boo.
Mexico, Vicente Guerrero, he was black. Yeah, he was the one who ended slavery down there. So and Pio Pico, he came up here from Mexico. He was black and Hispanic. That's what Pico Boulevard is named after.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a heavy black presence down in Mexico that people like to forget. That's where the Olmec heads were. You go down to Tabasco, Mexico, you got these giant Olmec heads.
And you know what? Let's just get rid of this shit. Who else got big ass lips? I'm so glad we distinctive. See, that's phenotypical shit. They can try to mix. It's why they put all them injections and butt injections in their lip. Because that's one thing that's still holding strong. The Sufi shit, the woody hair, and them big ass lips. And the color too. You can tell colors. Some people look like they fake black. Like somebody spray painted some shit. We can tell. We can tell. We can tell fake black from real black. Every black don't look like nigga black. Stop it. That's how we know. And your hair ain't like that. It ain't, man, it ain't. Just stop it. Oh, it ain't. It just ain't. It ain't, can't, ain't. Roll it.
Of these black people, you got pyramids down there called the Unapologetic murals, where you got black people from thousands of years ago with black skin and dreadlocks down in Mexico.
And we talking about locks. I done seen every race trying to get locks. It can't stand, man. Really? Soon as they sweat a lot or jump their ass in the water, that shit moving loose like worms. Ain't nothing to lock to. You ain't got no 4C. It don't lock. That's how we know it ain't you. Pay attention to your own self. My dark people. And you can see it. The truth lies in yourself. That's some bull.
Yeah, Mexico had an indigenous black presence as well.
Well, that's the end of the show today. Whew. Man, it's exhausting fooling with these crazy people, man. I tell you what, the lies just keep on coming. But y'all need to hold on strong, stick truth to truth, and let it ride. Let it ride, because it's going to all unfold on itself. It ain't got no choice. Peace out.